Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. Let's find out what's going on the economic calendar for today. Let's switch straight on to the Asian session. Data from Japan completely surprised the market participants. Export is up from 5.4% to 10.3%, but less than forecast of 11.4%. Trade balance shrinks from 224 billions to minus 621 billions, and adjusted trade balance is down from minus 0.82 trillion to minus 0.76 trillion. German 10-year Bund action is scheduled for this at 11:30. RMPI and new housing price index data from Canada are scheduled for release at 2:30. Crude oil inventories from US are scheduled for release at 4:30, together with the Cushing crude oil inventories. 20-year bond action from the US is scheduled for release at 7 o'clock, and then at 8 o'clock we got the event of the day. FOMC meeting minutes are being released 8 p.m. So the whole day will basically be quite quiet, but the US session will be the most, let's say, interesting one to watch and of course to react. For now, let's just find out what's going on the charts. We switch to the technical part of this review. Let's go with the euro. Euro dollar daily time frame chart is about to test the key technical resistance and the swing high from the December 28, 2023, located at 1.1140. This the recent swing high was made at 1.1133, so it's only 7 pips away from the swing high that we indicated already. We got the extremely overbought market conditions around this level as well, so please notice the fact that we might see some kind of a selling pressure when the market hits this level. As you can see, very interesting movement to the upside on the 4-hour chart of the euro dollar. Bearish divergence invalidated. The 4-hour chart is trading inside the extremely overbought conditions. 82 points levels was done already. We are moving higher towards the level of 1.1141, when we should expect some sort of the let's say pullback. If we zoom in on the recent price action of 4-hour chart, we can clearly see that there is some kind of a harami pattern here, so maybe that is just the first indication of a possible movement to the downside. So that's the euro dollar. Let's find out what the US dollar index is doing ahead of the FOMC meeting minutes. If we switch to daily time frame chart to gain the bigger perspective, we should see the situation where the market is currently developing, and this situation is the movement towards the level of 157, which is basically the technical support for the US dollar index. The recent low was made at 101.28, so there is less than little bit more than 100 pips to hit the key technical support from the December 28, 2023. So again, euro dollar is going up towards this swing high. US dollar index is weakening towards the 28 of the December 2023 low, 100.59. The market, the technical resistance is located roughly around the level of 102.13, so that's the level here, and there is one more level just a little below this level. Is roughly around 101.88. Maybe one more level I should indicate here on this chart. This level should be located here, 102.33. So we got pretty strong supply zone located between those levels, and there is no rebound and no reversal without breaking above this zone. Market conditions on a daily time frame chart are already oversold, extremely oversold. 25 points is the RSI level that we are currently testing, so it looks like we run out of the options to going even lower for the US dollar index. Please keep an eye on the current situation. Please keep an eye on what is going on the US dollar index. It might be a spike to the downside here, performed maybe today after the FOMC meeting minutes. Let's now switch to the other market. We are going to take a look at the US dollar to the Japanese yen because of the Japanese data. And as you can see, we have the daily time frame chart. This daily time frame chart perfectly explains the 5-wave impulsive structure to the downside. We've made A, B, C to the upside as the wave 4. Bearish engulfing pattern on the daily time frame chart, confirmation and extension to the downside towards the lows at 144.95. We are still waiting for the wave 5 to be extended lower towards the level of the 140, despite the fact that the market is bouncing from the extremely oversold conditions. Nevertheless, the local high at 42 points wasn't enough for the bulls, as you can see, and the market reversed. Anyway, the target for the wave 5 is now around the level of 140. This is the technical target. The market projections will be updated soon. Nevertheless, it still looks like the bears are in control of this market. If we switch to the 4-hour time frame chart, you can clearly see this market is moving lower. This market is basically breaking below this two moving averages, as you can see, below the technical support at 146.10, 145.47. Local low was made already at 144.95. We wait for the extension to the downside on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. We need to break above 147.93, 148.29 in order to confirm some sort of the local temporary low, and then of course invalidation of this let's say impulsive decline is possible only after the breakout above 149.30. So that's the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. Let's take a look at the crude oil to see what's happened after the yesterday's data. As you can see, the crude oil invalidated our chart of the our possibility of the extension to the upside. We have a very interesting situation here when after 3 waves we completely declined lower. So the crude oil right now, all of these levels are being switched to the technical resistance level 70. Let me just take a look. 76.81 is the technical resistance, 76.39 is the technical resistance. Now we broke below 74.46 as well. This is the technical resistance as well. So as you can see, the situation here is really bad for the bulls, as the local low was made already after the data were published. The local low was made at 72.90, so we are heading definitely towards the technical support at 72.45, and then swing low at 71.64 is under the pressure despite the extremely oversold market conditions. We even have a gap here, so the market is looking very weak for me. If we apply some sort of that trend line here, we can clearly see that the market is trading below this trend line, way below this trend line, and there is no resumption to the upside without breaking the trend line to the upside. So the market basically stays under the bearish pressure. Lower levels are expected on the crude oil. And last but not least, let's take a look what is going on the Bitcoin. Yesterday we tried to break above the blue trend line, local trend line. Shooting star was made at the top of this short rally. Then we got the extension to the downside. as you can see, towards the level of 58,576. A little bit of the consolidation, and now the market is trying to test the 100 periods moving average, 59,883, and then possibly we will break above the technical resistance. Nevertheless, this technical resistance is no longer applicable. Let me just update this situation here with the newest levels of the technical resistance on the 4-hour chart, and we have unfortunately another levels here for the technical resistance. And now there is a very interesting zone building up between 61,127, 61,729. We need a breakout above this zone in order to continue higher. Even one more level, to be honest with you guys, can be added here without any problems. 71,888. So as you can see, the market been trying to rally above this zone. Every time it gets smashed, every time it goes down, every time it wants to, the bulls wants to rally higher and test the swing high of 72,761. Every time they got smashed, keep hovering roughly around the level of 50 on the hour side. So there is some kind of a spike in the momentum, but it doesn't look enough to break higher, to move above this very wide zone. Let me just mark it for you, so you know what is the zone we are now talking about. The breaking above this zone is crucial for the market participants to move higher. No breakout, no test of the swing high from the located at the level of 60,761. Please watch this zone on a 4-hour chart, crucial zone on the Bitcoin market. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.